Hi guys, I'm back with another video. How are you? I just want to ask you, how are you? How the things are going? Just comment down below. How the things are in your life. Let's proceed to the review of a Nebula wireless controller, which I got like 6 months ago from one of the local stores from Hyderabad, where I had lived for almost a year, which went really well. So I want to review that particular controller. So without wasting any time, proceed to the review. So first of all, I want to show you the controller in the next video, and that will continue or follow up to that video. Feels more like a clickable. It's an amazing experience totally. If you click and you will get like a sturdy kind of a feel that you usually get. It's kind of an amazing feeling that one has with the controller. From myself, speaking of my experience, it's totally entirely different. That I felt as if I was using some kind of more premium kind of a controller, and I think that's a more an important point, that I felt it was more like a premium quality of a controller. And that's about the ergonomics and the design, just like an Xbox. And moving on to haptics, haptics are really wonderful. And if we want to talk about this light, it's a kind of a nebula symbol, I guess. I think they had this V-like kind of space that is there here. It represents some kind of company symbol, I guess. And let's turn on this to see even more. So it's now turned on, and so you might wonder what this turbo button is. For example, if we are in any particular match or playing any game that requires constantly pressing Y, but we can avoid this by clicking L1 plus turbo button. Then it activates L1 start and A or X or B, whatever that button is. And if you start pressing turbo, it automatically activates, it starts doing that action. And if you want to cancel it, simply turbo and that specific button to cancel it. So that's about these triggers. And I told you about the build quality, triggers, and there is an USB Type-C port here. I think it's not type, it's a type A, I think. Type A, yes, it's a type A, not type C. But however, you can use this. Let me check right now. I don't want to. So that's how this recording is. I think that's how this video is. Sums up. I am summing up this video. That's it. So on talking about aesthetics of the product, this same looks like an Xbox 360 controller or Xbox controller. Simply we can say that, because the layout, which does looks like exactly same like X, Y, A, B buttons, simply looks like just an Xbox. And also you have two thumbsticks, analog sticks that we call here, and which was quite diagonally posted here, which was quite opposite on facing those diagonals log sticks. And moving on to the D-pad, which has to be here just in case if you have a PS2 controller. It's the positions were different, but anyhow, that is how ergonomics design is. And this is more look like, as you can see, there was a line here just like an Xbox controller, and it simply replicates that kind of controller. And back there was a sticker with the Cosmic Byte controller saying that this product belongs to the company. And moving on to the build quality, is amazing. As you can see here, it was pretty much good, and it feels very steady, and the buttons are more clickable. Sorry that I am recording with one hand, and on the other hand I was carrying this controller was quite a bit difficult. But anyhow, this was buttons are more clickable. You can see here, you can click here. Okay, there is something. Okay, so that is the build quality. And let's talk about the triggers. the triggers L1 and L2, which does same replicate like as if you have some kind of a premium controller, and that was exactly like those. There is nevertheless there is no less than any of less in this controller comparing to all other premium products that you might have seen, or you will see any kind of controller. If you put this controller besides to it, you will feel absolutely it. And there was a light which comes in form of V, and it displays the light here, green color, and that looks amazing. And it more looks like 3D buttons right here. You have this incredible layout, XY buttons, it's deeply rigid, and it was the buttons are super amazing. And there was this letter down beneath the buttons, and that looks some exactly like Xbox. I think I've been saying a lot about support, so let's talk about the support. So what kind of channels does it support? It supports PC, it supports ps3, it supports Android phones. Moreover, it supports PS4 maybe, but I'm not sure. In the website it doesn't says, but anyhow, we'll stick with all the three major platforms, that as PC, another one is PS3, and well-known Androids as well. So leaving a disappointed news that Mac as well as iOS users, as well as some Linux, that I don't think it is going to support all those platforms that I have been saying here later on. So that's how it is. And the wireless connectivity, you can connect this controller through USB, which is right there. I cannot show you that right now. And it's you can play this game up to 8 meters long. And anyhow, no guy would be sitting that much distance on to the TV. I mean, no one would sit that long and play the video games. At least they have to sit at least 4 meters distance. I think they have to maintain that. That's the point here. And also, but for the future purposes, if you got any bigger TVs like 4Ks or booming in the market, and you might buy like 60 inches or 70 inches, but still then you have to feel close to the screen. That will be at least 4 meters long, or else 5 meters at least, or if not maybe 6. That's pretty hard to say. And that's it. You need to stick with like 4 meters long or 5 meters long, not more than that, because you will see something quite different. I mean, it's feel weird. Okay, and the wireless connectivity I told you about, and the battery has 600 mAh. On one charge you will be getting around 12 hours of gameplay, so you can continuously play video games wirelessly for 12 hours in a single sitting without no hesitation. That's most probably a good and better option out there. And also the integrated real mode for some PCs, they might not have what I'm saying is, they might not have some DirectX input, and you can use the software and where you can produce those inputs. And the price point is about only 160, and that was pretty much great. That was a nice point. There are some other controllers like Redgear Pro and W800 Pro controller, and these were in the race, but this one stood out of them, and it's very outstanding and astonishing controller for this price range. I hope you buy it, and that's it for the review. Thanks guys for watching my video.